It has been a hot minute since we talked about Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I want to say the last time that I did one of these videos was the Jeffree Star Cowgirl collection, which, yeah, I gotta say, oh my gosh. Ooh, I guess I had a very hot take on that palette over there because I specifically was talking about the palette. I was like, I don't know, I didn't really like it. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the packaging and things like that, but then a lot of people did like it. Also, I have to say this too. I feel like Jeffree Star is going in a like cheaper direction when it comes down to his palettes. If you guys don't recall before, if you haven't purchased from the brand, like, y'all, he comes out with those like trunks that are like so cool, and yes, they are bulky, okay, like they're not really practical to like travel with. However, they are really cool if they're sitting on your makeup desk or in your makeup drawers. They look very nice, and they're very like, they feel expensive. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like with his Cowgirl collection and then this Night Owl collection, I'm like, oh, it seems like he's going a little bit of a cheaper route, maybe because things became so much more expensive for him, and maybe he found that these thinner palettes are cheaper. I don't really know, but of course I do have some thoughts and opinions about his whole new collection. Y'all, I have been waiting a while to spill some tea, okay? Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm being so damn messy because I haven't seen anybody talk about this, and this randomly, okay? And when I say randomly popped up on my Facebook timeline, okay, here I was scrolling through Facebook and this guy had popped up, and I was like, oh, I think that he had like made like a post about him wanting to be a model or whatever, and I was like, oh, this guy's kind of good looking. I clicked on his profile and I was being nosy on his photos or whatever, and somebody commented on one of his photos of him like showing off his body, okay? Like, here I am putting my tea out here of me like being all nosy at this guy because I was like, oh damn, he's kind of cute, you know what I'm saying? And I'm all looking at the comments or whatever, and somebody had said, OMG, still can't get over that post about you and Jeffree Star. I was like, what is he talking about? So I literally had to go back and I looked on his photos, and y'all, he posted these pictures, okay, that I'm going to read to you guys. This is so messy of me, but I just had to share it with you guys, okay, because I was like, oh my gosh, nobody's talking about this, and I just randomly saw it on my Facebook. Like, what the hell? Like, on Facebook, like, nobody's posting any tea. Like, this guy didn't make a TikTok, well, that I know of, about it, or Instagram reel or anything like that, and he just had posted these DMs that are allegedly from Jeffree Star. But I'm so sorry, y'all, if you guys like pause and look at these screenshots, because he's the one that actually blurred them out, you could tell that it was Jeffree Star. I am so sorry. Like, y'all, these screenshots that I actually have are from a few weeks ago. I was obviously just waiting to have a Jeffree Star video come up, you know, for me to bring this up. But check this out, okay? This person has 13 million followers, okay? They are verified. They have 6.2 thousand posts, okay? And y'all, please tell me why when I first saw these screenshots, I was like, why do I feel like this is Jeffree Star, right? Well, especially because somebody had said that post with you and Jeffree Star. But everything was validated to me as soon as I saw the follower account and the post account, because you know what I did, y'all? As soon as I saw this screenshot, I went to act as if I was going to send Jeffree Star a DM on Instagram, and it had showed right there 13 million followers, 6.2 thousand posts. I was like, it's him. Anyways, this is what the DM says right here. Howdy, do you ever film spicy content? Looking for a couple new models for my page to work with if you're interested. First of all, I want to know what's spicy content, because to me, when somebody says spicy content, like they're talking about OF or like, you know, something adult. Okay. So I was like, oh my gosh, y'all. And I do want to go ahead and point this out right here. Okay. Like, if you guys look at the corner, okay, of this next screenshot right here with this screenshot of the profile picture of Jeffree Star at the time, you could see a little sliver right there. It's so Jeffree Star, okay? It's so Jeffree Star. This guy, I don't know, another message that he had blocked out right there, you guys can see. I don't know what Jeffree Star said right there, but I want to know, like, why would this guy block out that specifically? Don't know. The guy wrote back and said, again, I appreciate the offer, 100. And if you ever need a model in the future, let me know. I guess because he was saying that he's not interested in the spicy content. Okay. So Jeffree Star had sent a photo, and then y'all check this out. He posted on there too. You really already told people I wrote you? What a dumb see you next Tuesday. I'm so sorry, y'all. Before we get into the whole like new collection of the Night Owl from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, I was like, I have to share this with you guys because y'all, like, the way this has literally just been sitting in my damn photo album, I'm like, not Jeffree Star over here like getting called out by this guy, but also too, like, it's so crazy to me because hasn't Jeffree Star learned from James Charles' whole thing? Like, James Charles, y'all, how many times have we talked about him, like, you know, DMing people and then putting him on blast? Like, if I were like James Charles, like that level of, you know, popularity on social media, like, I would never, well, y'all, even right now, I'm not even popular on social media like that, but I would never DM somebody because it's like, obviously, everything's right there. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna find people to talk to or whatever, like, maybe get on Tinder or Araya or whatever, do you know what I'm saying? And like, specifically to be asking about spicy content, I'm like, oh my God, y'all, this is crazy. And by the way, too, if you guys know about that, I have seen Jeffree Star talk before in like podcasts and things like that he had said, like, one day maybe he'll create an OF account because he wants to make tutorials on how to you know what, so I'm just kind of like, does he already do that? Because what does he mean by like looking for like, models for his spicy content or whatever? I'm like, what's going on here? Like, I don't know, y'all. Maybe he does it and he like films it privately. I don't know. That shit just got me so intrigued. Okay, I had to share it with you guys. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this night owl collection. Okay, I gotta keep it real with you guys, okay? The packaging of this does look a little bit cheap, okay? It does give me those vibes of like something that you would see from like Shein or like I don't know, like at Forever 21, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I love owls too, by the way, okay? I really, really do. I literally have one tattooed on me. And you know what? Speaking of which, y'all, the very first time that I went to Japan, I went to one of the owl cafes because me being stupid, I thought they were like free roaming, like just like flying around, you know what I'm saying? No. They were like locked down to like a shackle that was literally stuck to a twig. And I was like, oh my gosh. Me and my psycho ex at the time felt so bad. Like literally we paid $10. It was like the equivalent of like $10 to go in there. And as soon as we saw that they were shackled, we immediately left. We were like, oh my God, like these majestic beings were shackled down. I felt so damn bad, y'all. Anyways, the packaging looks cheap. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. But you guys are gonna be shocked, okay? I actually really do like the color story of this palette. Like opening it up, I'm like, wow, this is a really pretty color story. I feel like you have some deep tones, some warmer tones in there. And I really do feel like this is a good, well-rounded palette of things that you could use like during the day, but then also take it into nighttime and do something really dramatic and really like mysterious. And I really do feel like the color story goes hand in hand with the night owl. And y'all know me, okay? Like I'm being so real with you guys. Whenever I see a palette and like the outside doesn't match the inside as far as the aesthetic, do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this doesn't make sense. It's kind of like, can you guys imagine if Jeffree Star like came out with that pink cowgirl palette and then the inside it's all like, blues and like greens? It's like, well, this doesn't make sense. Like the outside of the palette is a pink boot. Like it just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So like to me, I'm like, oh wow, this to me fits that whole night owl aesthetic, because I feel like those first two rows right there, it's like giving the vibes of the colors of owls. And then we obviously have like the nighttime colors right there, to which I guess like now owls come out at night. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I do like that. Y'all, let's go ahead and get into these new products right here, because he's coming out with these new eye crayons. And I have to say, like, the swatches of these look absolutely beautiful. Like, look at these swatches right here. They look very pigmented. And he was like doing a little demonstration on his Instagram, which, by the way, I gotta keep it so real with you guys. I find it so weird that he just completely dropped YouTube, because I'm over here like, you're posting an 18, was it 18 minutes? I think it was like 18 minutes, y'all. He posted like an 18-minute Instagram reel. I'm like, sir, like, why would you not just post this on YouTube? Like, that's kind of weird, because y'all know before, back in the day, he used to do all of his reveals on YouTube, and he's just over here posting that to like Instagram, which I'm like, can I have your YouTube account? Because he has so many millions of followers on there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, why wouldn't you do it on there? Anyways, nonetheless, right here, I do have to say that these look really, really nice. They look extremely pigmented. He did say that they are water resistant. And I think about damn time that he comes out with some new products, y'all. Y'all know that every single time I do like a My Thoughts and Opinions video about Jeffree Star Cosmetics, I'm like, it's always the same things. It's always the same things. At least he's coming out with something a little bit different here. I do have to say, okay, and he did low-key make a little bit of a comment about him continuing on making eyeshadow palettes. Low-key, I was like, was that targeted towards me? Because every time I'm like, oh my gosh, it's always the same thing. Every collection that he comes out with is a freaking, palette. And it's just kind of like, okay, like everybody has every color under the sun now. You know what I'm saying? Which, yes, I know some of you in the comments will be like, well, I don't have that color story. And I'm like, yeah, okay, technically I don't have a color story just like this too. However, if I put two palettes next to each other, then I have that color story. You get what I'm saying? So that's why sometimes I'm like, okay, let's like come out with some blush palettes and let's like do a whole different collection with different things. Like when I worked at MAC, y'all, and obviously I know MAC is, a huge corporate giant. I totally get that. But when people could obviously be inspired by their releases, but when I worked there, it wasn't always like an eyeshadow palette with, lip products. It's like, no, sometimes they would come out with blush things mixed in with, these eye things and just different products. Do you know what I mean? As to where I feel like Jeffree Star, it's like, it's a palette, it's some lip products. It's a palette, it's some lip products. Okay, which I'm like, okay, y'all, it just gets so damn repetitive. So I'm like, hey, about time he's coming out with these right here, because these actually really do look nice. And they look very pigmented. And then, like I said too, going back to like him like blending them out or whatever, I was like, wow, they look like they blend really nice too. So those look very intriguing. Another thing right here is these lip oh damn, I didn't get lip arousals. I'm intrigued about these. Okay, you guys want to know something? I don't know. Like sometimes I feel like the older you get, you start, hyper focusing on more things about yourself. Like, yo, I've said this time and time again before. It's so crazy. If you guys go back years on my videos, like I was so comfortable being bald. Like I literally did not give a shit. It didn't bother me in the slightest. However, the older I've gotten, I'm like, why do I like to wear a hat all the damn time now? And like literally, why do I like to hatfish people? But back in the day, I'm like, y'all, I was bald everywhere I went, to the club, to the bars, up on my videos. Like I literally did not like mind being bald. You know what I'm saying? However, I've come to realize now, specifically with that, I'm like, when I wear a hat, people think I'm younger than what I am. And then when I don't wear a hat, then I look older. Do you know what I mean? So I think like it built up a complex in me. Anyways, y'all, another thing that I've been hyper focusing on recently is I was like, why when I like smirk or smile, like my top lip just completely goes away. Like that shit is gone. Like I look like a lizard. And I'm like, recently I've been thinking about getting lip filler on my top lip. And these, I'm like, oh wow, I wonder if these like work to like really plump the lips, because y'all, I just feel like a lot of those lip plumping products, it's like, I don't really feel that they really plump your lips. I feel like they just make your lips sting and they look really red. And I feel like maybe they look bigger because they're looking more stand out-ish because they look like they're on fire. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm kind of like, I wonder about these. And I do have to say the colors look really pretty of those lip arousals, okay? Speaking of new products from Jeffree Star, like if you guys are a Jeffree Star Cosmetics fan, y'all know that I just don't even purchase makeup like that anymore, because honestly, y'all, the only thing I'm purchasing these days is like powder products, foundation products, brow products, and like that's it. Skincare, of course, you know. However, when it comes down to lip products, I'm in my phase of those stupid ass Ulla Henriksen lip whatever lip butters or whatever the hell they're called. Ugh, I hate that. I love them because they're so damn expensive, but then obviously to the road ones, I'm like, those are my version of like lip products these days, you know, because I wear them on a daily basis. However, when it comes down to like, you know, lip liners and lipsticks, like I'm not really wearing them anymore. So about time he's coming out with some new stuff right here, y'all. He is coming out with some Jeffree Star brushes. I feel like people back in the day, like, and you know what, I still stand true to this opinion, y'all. I've said this years ago and I still stand by it. Colored brushes, to me, just look cheap. Like, I don't care if they are from the top brand out there. They just look cheap. And like seeing these pink brushes right here, yes, of course, it's 100% Jeffree Star's aesthetic. Y'all know he is pink everything. I just feel like it looks cheap. I'm so sorry. Like, I look at this and I'm like, it looks cheap. And even if, you know, they're really, really soft and really good quality, the aesthetic to me, and not even just that it's pink, even though y'all know that I do not like pink, I just feel like even if it was blue or whatever, it just looks cheap. I don't know why it looks like toy makeup to me, and I've never liked that. Do you know what I mean? And maybe I'm coming from it from a professional standpoint of, y'all know that I obviously used to work at Mac and freelanced for countless years, literally like freaking, I don't know, 16 damn years. So to me, I would always feel like it just looks a little unprofessional to show up with like, you know, hot pink brushes or bright blue brushes. Like to me, it just looks very, I don't know. To me, it looks, that's in my mind. Okay, that's in my mind. I don't know. Maybe it's because y'all know that I was a Mac boy, okay? And maybe from working there, I'm like, I just like the aesthetic of black and white, and that's just it. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. But hey, kudos to him for finally coming out with some new shit, y'all. Next up on the list. Oh, by the way, I forgot to even mention at the beginning of this video, y'all. Oh my gosh, I noticed this in his Cowgirl collection and now with his Night Owl collection. Y'all are seeing all these screenshots up on the page here, because on the screen here, I meant to say, because he no longer loads the products up to his website anymore. And y'all know that I literally always used to say I love the fact that he does that, because y'all know that I'm a broke bitch, okay? So I used to, when I was like buying all these collections and things like that, like I would love going to the website ahead of time to actually have a better look at the products and like read the about section and the price point, because I would like plan what I want to purchase. So I would really love that he did that. And like other brands didn't obviously load up the products until the official launch day. And I really like that he stood out and was different for that, because yes, I'm broke, y'all, but I kind of like viewed it in my head of like layaway of like, okay, I'm going to want to get this product right here and I'm going to save this. And like, I don't know, like in a weird way, I like that because I was like shopping before the collection came out. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, he doesn't do that anymore. So you guys are seeing these shitty screenshots. I apologize. He is coming out with some eye patches as well, which, can I be so fair with you guys, okay? All the times that I've been to Japan, okay, like I know that people are like really big on like eye patches and face masks and things like that. The face masks, actually, I have found some very hydrating ones specifically in Japan. However, I have tried countless eye patches, and I don't know if maybe my under eyes just don't really need that much hydration, or my under eyes just don't need that much. I don't know. Like, honestly, I'm not trying to sound like, you know, cocky or conceited or anything, because Lord knows I got my flaws, but I have just never found an eye patch do anything for me. Like, I'm just, y'all know how I feel about lip mask. That's how I feel about eye mask. I'm like, I'm not seeing any benefits from this. I guess my under eyes don't really get that puffy. My under eyes only ever really get puffy if I'm like hungover and have to wake up early. That's the only time that they get puffy. And honestly, I'll just use a eye cream that has caffeine in it, and that literally does the trick for me and deep puffs them. So yeah, yeah, eye masks are just not it for me, but he is coming out with some eye mask, okay? Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get into some of these accessories right here. I am so sorry. These bags, okay, as far as the design of them, I think that they look cool. Y'all know I've said it before, though. I just don't know what it is. Like, to me, anything snake print or alligator print, it just looks tacky to me, okay? However, the layout of these bags, like when he showed them open, I was like, oh, wow, like those actually look really nice, and maybe I would use one as a makeup bag. However, I think that it does look a little tacky. I just don't like that print, y'all. I am so sorry. I don't know why. I don't like it. I don't, like, y'all know that, like, oh my gosh, people always, like, make a big deal about, like, a crocodile Birkin or whatever. It's, like, the most expensive one. I'm like, I shit you not, if somebody were to give that to me, the first thing that I'm going to do with it is sell it. Like, that's the first thing that I'm going to, like, to me, it's so, well, I mean, I'm not a purse person anyways, but I'm just saying, like, if I was, I'm not gonna have, like, I don't know. To me, it just looks tacky. I am so sorry, y'all. I don't like it. Maybe because, like, reptiles freak me out, okay? And maybe that's it. I'm like, oh, like, I don't know. Seeing that texture, I'm like, I just don't like it. Anyways, that is it for the collection. Honestly, y'all, put it up on the screen of the date of which it comes out, because I'm being honest with you guys. I literally am so used to, like, reading from his website when I do these My Thoughts and Opinions videos, and I guess he's no longer doing that. And I really did, like, I like the ease of it, because then obviously I could read the about the products, and yeah, I don't have that right now. So yeah. Anyways, I do have to ask this before ending out this video. How do you guys feel about Jeffree Star Cosmetics these days? Because I really do feel like, I don't know, like, good for him for finally coming out with some new things, but then I really do feel like, yes, he is super popular still. However, I do feel like the brand is, like, really losing its traction. I don't ever see people doing Jeffree Star Cosmetics reviews anymore up here on YouTube, as well as TikTok and Instagram Reels. Maybe it's just my algorithm, but I really don't see people talking about the brand anymore. Like, I'm like, whoa, like, how is he still staying afloat? Because I don't see too many people talking about it. Like, I don't know if that's just me and my algorithm. Obviously, we all have different algorithms, but I don't know. I'm just really curious if you guys are still really intrigued in the brand and still love purchasing from the brand. I do have to say this. Y'all know that I'm, you know, always going to keep it real, even though Jeffree Star, to me, sometimes I'm like, oh, sir, like, sometimes he rubs me the wrong way, but I do got to keep it real. All the products that I've tried from him are really good products. So if you guys have never tried Jeffree Star Cosmetics before, I do have to say, yeah, the products are good. I don't know. I just feel like, I wonder if the brand is still hyped up like that anymore. Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.